Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of redoing the Believe project. So I did make a few of these yesterday. We ended up going out to lunch, my husband and I, so when I got back I just didn't feel like it. But today I'll be doing more, and I did a short tutorial on how I do them. I'll pop in and make some more with you. So what I did, I used a lot of scrap wire. All the leaves, these branches, were made from the wire that I cut off of the tree. For anybody that has not seen the first Believe project that I failed miserably at, I'm going to post part 1. Anyway, this was the tree. Clearly, it did not work, and I tried to fix it. And I did post that in a video, the one showing how to make those. So what I have is 40-inch wire, and I have 40 wires. So what I'm going to do, and they're 22 gauge. I'm also adding silver to this one. These are in a playlist. Everything is in a playlist. So I'm using silver, Casey gold, and antique bronze. I think that the silver will just sparkle it up a little bit. And because I messed this up so bad, I was trying to actually lace beads, crystals around this, and it was all scratched. So what I ended up doing is just a little touch of glitter paint, and I like it because it does not come off. Anyway, I hope it doesn't come off. It didn't come off the beach project, and I dust that every day, sometimes twice with that paintbrush, and that's in a playlist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and separate them into 10 and 10, and I put 2 wires to every I put 2 wires with a slip knot onto my hoop. I can't even talk. So let's just separate these. I always double count now because I make mistakes. Okay. Once I twist out the trunk, it should be less noisy. I promise. The only tool I might need for this part is that. I hope you can't see my mess. I have my wire container over there. I don't even care if you can see it. It's just where I keep all my scrap stuff. Scrap wire. So on the first one, I didn't twist out the trunk long enough, and I overthought it. Now, I'm not the best person to make a tree. There are people that make beautiful, realistic looking trees. I made a beautiful, realistic looking kind of willow, but prettied it up. But this right here is not my specialty, but I'm always willing to try. And in this case, twice. And if it doesn't work, then I will have failed. Ooh, I just knocked everything over. Sorry, guys. And I don't know how to edit. But anyway, so, and I used a lot more of the 20 gauge aluminum wire than I did. If you look in the Believe project that I originally started, that I took apart, it goes into great detail. I'm not going to do that here. I'll do it in the description box where if you click more, you'll see it there. Also, guys, people ask me about the playlists. How do I find your playlist? Well, at the top of wherever it is, if you found me on a short, click on the tree. It'll bring you to, it'll say videos, shorts, playlists, and community. community, I post things for everybody that is a follower. You'll see that right away. So I'm still learning, and I'll try and keep you updated as I go. This is going to be done right. Now we need to flip it over. Because I do have a very big plan. Not there yet. Back over, and we'll hit the light. Oh. Sorry, guys. That's my notification sound on my phone. Now let's take a look and see. I'm going to use my, these are also in a playlist. I thought they were before and they weren't, but I added them in. Sorry, guys. So with this, I don't squeeze. I just gently, I'll show you how I do it. Let me bring this up. I'm trying to figure out where my hands need to be, as always. I'd like to support my work right there. And gently, I'm going to just do right here, and then you'll see the difference. Gently, just roll it. What it does, it blends in all the wires now. See right here, it's not all blended in. Watch. This is one of my favorite tools. I have a lot of tools that I don't really use. The crimper is one. I've used it maybe twice, and I got a million little crimp beads. Maybe I'll try it again soon. I don't know. Jewelry by Jen will show you. Go to her channel, guys, and subscribe to her. She'll show you how to use every single tool that you'll ever need, and she'll show you the right way. I don't intentionally show you the wrong way, but because of what I'm doing, I'm making a tree. So I'm not looking for perfection. She is, and she nails it. So pop in, say hi to her. She's actually not feeling good today. I saw a post that she put up. She's been a little under the weather. Okay, so I think, let me just look now before I start shaking things up. I am going to put a bend in this. I just don't know if I should do it now. Yeah, now. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to turn it over so I can. No, I'll just do it from here. Just gently rolling this over my tree. Okay. So the thing I'm not sure of, I'm going to have to figure it out as I go, is the beading. Now, normally I bead to the hoop, all the way to the hoop with little clusters. I'm thinking that maybe I need to do that as well. What I'll be doing with these, I've done this before. I will be taking, when I get down to like 4 wires, I'll take them, and I'll take like a branch, which will probably have 2 or 3 on it, and I will twist this right into it. Some will hang like this. Some will hang below. So that's what I'll be doing for the whole week. Now let's see. I need to count out. I'm just not sure if that's high enough. I don't think it is. I think I need to twist some more. And I have a wire that I don't like. I kind of could see it from the front a little bit, but I don't think I can fix that. If not, that's all right. It's a tree. Yeah, it just didn't twist in with the rest of them. I stopped a twist here and then somehow scooped that up, and it doesn't quite fit. I could clip it off. I don't know yet. Maybe I will. We'll see. I was looking at this for hours yesterday after I put all these wires on, and I was looking at it lining up with this, with the L from the back. I'm going to flip it over one more time. All right, no, just one more time. Flip again. Okay. That's more like it. So what I'm going to do now, I think I'll leave those in the back for now. I'm going to pull this bunch through. I'm going to move these. Oh, goodness. Goodness, your turn. So, okay. I am going to pull this through because, all right, I need to look. It is right where I want it, but I'm going to have to turn it over to twist it. And there is glitter coming off a little bit. It's all right. I'll use my lint roller and get it up. And if I need to, I can put a clear glaze over the leaf. Probably not. All right, so let's count out 16. We're going to have 5 sections on this tree. I hope. This is the hard part. Not the twisting, it's getting them all out. Okay, let's see. Because they're all together. I'm going to count out the 16 and then I'll be back. Okay, now that I have all my sections separated into 16 and 16, what I'm going to do is twist we'll start with the middle one. I was going to twist them together. I was going to twist these two together and then these two together, but I don't think that'll look right. Let's see. I'm not going to twist them together. What I will do is separate them and hope that they don't get mixed up. Let me do this one first. I'm going to separate this into 8 and 8. After I get in the middle. Okay. This is where it's going to get tricky, right here. And it's even harder because I'm twisting from the back. So that's what I didn't want to do, because the first twist should look like it comes from the front. Okay, I'm going to turn it over now because I don't think they'll get mixed up. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can. I'm trying to not screw up my tree. Okay, let's bring up this one. When I flipped it over, separating the 16 and 16, I somehow screwed it up. So I had to recount them all. See, this looks like I should be twisting it. If I do it from the back, I won't be able to do it the way I want to. I mean, it won't look the way I want it to look. So I think that is good for now. This one's going to be the troublemaker. There's always one. Because I'm not doing it tonight. All right. Let's try this one more time. There. Oops. And just like that, let's pray I didn't ruin my tree. Okay, I'm going to have to adjust it a little bit, which is fine. It really looks like it should be coming from behind because I don't know. But this tree I'm not going to fail. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so this is the one that we already started. I'm just going to twist it a little bit more because I don't like the way that looks. You know, it's funny because this is my second big hoop, 16 inches. And after the first one, I said I wouldn't do it again, but I bought them at the same time. So I was hesitant to do anything with this one. But I will not be doing any more 16-inch hoops. If anything, I would like to. I'm waiting, hoping that Michael's will have the double hoop that I did. Go to the playlist, double hoop wedding tree of life. Come out beautiful. I have several. I think I made like 4 altogether, all different. I would love to do a tutorial on that. That would be easier than this. This one here's a pain. But I think I know it. I don't know. I think I know what I want it to look like or how I'm going to put it together. Okay, I'm going to pause and just get these started because I'm struggling to do this right now. Okay, so this is what my tree is looking like, and I am happy with it. I'm excited that I made it long enough, and these branches are going to hang just a little bit here and there so I can hang some dangles. The only thing I'm not sure about, I think this needs to go behind this and then bring these forward. because like this, it's covering everything. And I want to be able to hang things in spaces. So I'm going to try that. But I'm going to be gentle this time, not like I just did a minute ago. So I just twisted out all the branches. They have, I don't know where that one goes yet. 16 wires, and I put them into 8 and 8. Now, oh boy. If I have to do this again because I don't like it in the back, I'm going to cry. No, I don't like it like that. Not at all. I'm going to work around the lettuce. I'm going to use them to my advantage, I hope. Oh. Okay, well, it's been a minute, and I had to rearrange branches, move them around. I didn't like the way it was looking. And now I realize that I should have made this longer. And I'll show you why. Sorry, guys. I'm waiting for a really important phone call, and I have papers everywhere. So this was the one that I had to redo. Now, clearly, we're going to add these wires here on afterwards. So this is what pretty much is the same as the first one, other than the fact I used aluminum wire. So with that, this is what I did. I cut 8 wires, I doubled them up, I slip knotted them onto my hoop. This is a lesson. And I'm going to turn the fan on. Sorry about that. So now what we're going to do is, like I always do, I don't give up unless I absolutely have to. If I make a mistake and I'm not ready to give up, I will share my intention, my hopefulness to fix it. So what my plan is, what I'd like to do is bring these wires up, blend them in, and add to this. So let's see how, I don't know if you can hear that wind, it's fierce. Okay, I'm going to bring this over like it's always been there. Take my wires and just kind of just let them fall into place. You might have to do them separate. Now there's 4 here. Usually we only do 2. But because there's 4 together, we're going to do them together. We're just going to separate them out a little bit to help them find their way. These ones here, I really didn't twist all the way up, so I didn't do it on the root here either, which is fine. You see that? Right here. I'm just going to help that out. Now I'm going to hold it right there, and I'm going to bring this up. And if you start going this way, it's going to look awful. So you have to stay in the sway of how you're doing it. I'm doing it at an angle. I did it at an angle, so I have to continue it at an angle. It's easy to get off of the pattern, like I just almost did. It's because coming from behind, I also want it to look good. Well, just give yourself a minute to see if you like it. It's not going to be perfect, but hopefully it works. I don't like right there because I went too much down. I have to follow the natural twist. So if you don't like it, fix it. Try it again. Now it looks good. It looks like it's always been there, right? Except for that. You can fix that later. Now let's try to continue with the pattern. Which another thing, guys, this is a 16-inch hoop, and these wires are 40 inches long. So I had to not do it here. And you see in the beginning, it is really hard. So in order for me to do this tree, the wiring of it anyway, I have to stand with the wires facing the floor and try not to knock my eye out. Okay, now this is going to get tricky because I don't know. I would like to go around that. I don't like the way that looks. But this wants to go that way. So I'm going to change its mind. I hope. Let's see what we can do on the back. Oh, no. Let's see what we can do with this. Well, we still have 3 more, so maybe we can work with that. I am more concerned with the front. Only because if it was a front and back tree, like you're going to hang it in a window or something, well, you could still do that. But the believe is going to be backwards on the outside. Okay, now I go right around to this. I swapped them out. I think it was hanging too low, as I did this one too. This one here used to be on the bottom. I just crisscrossed those. I didn't want to. Yes, I don't like the way that looks. Hopefully, this doesn't knock my eye out. I know I say that all the time, guys, but I really got hurt badly. Almost there. There you go. Now, look, they're much shorter. That's okay. I don't know why. Maybe I grabbed the wrong ones. It's not going to matter because we'll be adding, twisting the branches into it. Now I gotta be, oops, something about right here. Let's see if I can fix it up just a little bit before I add some more. I'm just going to gently do this, gently roll it in the direction that I twisted. I'm going to help this one here find its way. So I'm going to use these to get into areas that I can't with the other pliers. Just try and smooth it in and push the wire in. This is more on the side. Sometimes you can just kind of like push it down or get in there like this. Because I crossed them over, it looks okay to me. I don't mind it. Not so much. Okay, now let's try. Oh, here it is. I was like, wait a minute, I only see 3. I know I did 4. Make some noise. Frustrated. Okay, now let's try again. So, even if you watch the first one, that I took apart. I'm sure you'll learn something from that if you watch it. So I suggest you watch it because I'm doing this. That was the problem. The same way as I did the other one, the moon, in a 16-inch hoop. And I remade it twice. Third time was a charm. It's a keeper. In case you haven't seen it, guys, this is it. This one here is beautiful. Same size hoop. I got them the same day. 2 different looks. And this one here was a pain to make. I would do it again though. Definitely. If I ever get to my goals, I'm going to look for the double hoop. The double hoop. It's like 2 hoops on a stand. It's the wedding tree of life. That's what I named it. But anyway, they're in the playlist. I did not do full tutorials, but on one of them, the entire back hoop I cut too short. So I had to add extensions everywhere. There's many lessons on how to fix up your mess up. Now, let's see. I hate adding wire, but you know what? If I don't try this, I'm going to give up on my project. Or I'll leave it the way it is and not love it. So if you don't like your tree, you can fix it. Usually. I'd say for me it's about 80% are a total success when I have to add things to them. Like the heart shape. I did it with pink seed beads. I had to replace the entire section, one whole section. So there was a lesson. Now where do you go? You go up here. But where do you go now? We need to go right here. So let's see if we can go around again. If not, I'm going to have to move it down. Yeah, see, it's not going to look good. I don't think. Let's try it. Maybe with the next 2 we can work that. I don't know if you can see that. I don't love it, but it'll work. I don't love this either, but it'll work. Because I have to love this tree, guys. And then I'm all set. I'm going back to my thing that I do best. And that's just a simple tree of life in a hoop. 8 inches and below. No more big hoops for a while for this girl. I don't like to take on a project that I know I could very easily fail. And that's this. But look at the weeping willow. Actually, I might have a surprise. Later, I'll show you. The big one that I just created, not the one with the lights. I might have a display case for it. Okay. I think I'm going to have to go back a little bit. Usually when I'm here, The only phone call I ever get that I have to answer is, well, if my phone doesn't ring, is my husband's call. My husband is home, but I have 2 calls I'm expecting. I'm hoping that I don't get either one of them while I'm doing this. It's amazing. I don't like to be interrupted when I'm working with stuff that I really don't want to deal with right now. One is a specialty pharmacy. Once a month. And it is a medication that needs to be in the refrigerator. Middle of the summer, they left it on somebody else's porch. Yeah. So now I request a phone call and a signature required. And even that doesn't always work. Like right here doesn't work for me. It's not that I live in a bad area. It's more that my house, the piece is not really, well, it is. It's a huge house. And it has 5 units in it. And like condo. No, this is my son's house. He has a fully finished basement. And then a part of it that is not finished. That's where like the boiler and stuff is. And I guess I think, who cares? What are you telling us this shit for? But anyway, so he has that set up, a whole living room set down there, a bar. My daughter-in-law has the tiniest little workspace, and I have all this space. This will be hers soon. Well, not soon, but eventually. I wish she'd come and do some work with me on here, but she don't want to. She's very creative. But anyway, we're getting all over the place. So back to the way this house is set. We're off the main, we're down the driveway is my entrance. So with that being said, people are lazy and they don't want to walk down the driveway. Okay. Now, I got the whole section in. I did it because I didn't think that it looked long enough or thick enough at the top. And I'm not sure if I like it. Let's see. I mean, I could still work it out. It's still early here in the game. Why are they so short? Oh my gosh. Probably excited to twist them around here, but they were long. I don't know. Whatever. We'll fix it. We can add wire if it comes up short, but not all of my branches are going to be attached to the hoop. Like I showed you before. Give you an idea. They'll be hanging like in the middle. And that's what I'm doing with all my dangles. And I just have them hanging. We'll wrap this up right here. Cover it up. Oops. I'm not even noisy. Okay. Let's see if I can get right in here. Some wire I don't like. And my hands don't want to do what I want them to. See, whenever I hurt right here, that's why I had my surgery. When I stretch like that, that's why I try to push down. Okay, let's just take a minute. I did have to lift that. We'll take a minute in a minute. Because I strongly don't like this. I dislike it. I just need to smooth it out a little bit. And then I'll be not so critical. There we go. It's a little bit better, yeah? Okay. Now, my plan was to have this long branch here go along the L. And then spread them out so that it's not covered. And then this, I want to have some of it hanging low. I will use the letters, I think, to help shape my tree to go where I want it to go, because I would like to hang things from here. So what I'll probably do is, I already twisted that too much. It's okay. I'll untwist it a little bit, just enough to make one branch connect where I can hang something maybe. Don't know yet. We have to twist out the rest of the tree first. Well, not the whole thing, because we'll be adding things to it. It just doesn't look smooth. Okay, trying to smooth it out. Sorry if my hand is in the way. There we go. Right here. That's where I added on. That's where it looks not so great. Let's see if we can work on that. Now, if I brought this out in the other room to my husband and said, what part of this doesn't look good, he wouldn't know. But I can tell. All right. So, now what? Well, how much time have I wasted? I can't even see it because of the light. Oh my gosh. No, there's no way to see. All right, so I'll just go for a little bit more. Got a lot of lines here. I don't even think I want to count them all out into 8 and 8, even though I should. First, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it, where I want my branches to go, and then I'll anchor it. I don't know if I want to go through the E or just twist behind it and then join. I don't know. I could go through it with the bottom one here, right? Twist it, and then twist this and go over it, but then it covers the E. But you can still tell what it says, right? Or I could totally go behind it. All right, we're not there yet. Let's just work right here. Now that I've twisted everything up, it's going to be hard to find the wires that need to go where they belong. These want to go there. These want to go there. Let's count them out now. There's 3, 4. There's 8. And there's 8. I want to twist this a little bit more. Yes, because it's too far and it won't be strong. I'm sorry about that noise. Okay. I'm pulling the tablecloth. All right, so we got that one done. Now, let's move on to this one. I was kind of thinking maybe I should take a few off so I could do something under. I don't know. This project is really tricky. My husband, when I told him I was going to redo it, he was like, "Babe, you can't walk around that big word." He's like, "Yeah. Just because it didn't work didn't mean I couldn't do it. I did it. Just didn't work out to my liking." So he knows I do take my work seriously, and I am super critical of my own work. We all are. But okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll take these four. Should be 4 and 4, right? And I think I need one more. We have 4 and 4. I wasn't sure if I wanted to twist this more. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't want it to be a long distance because then it'll be floppy. But I'm going to start adding in branches very, very soon. The ones that I've already twisted out. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to show you. Oh, some of them. I love this one. I would like to hang that like, I don't know. I was thinking around the bee somewhere. But I did squiggle them up a little bit. So like, just for example, what I would do is twist it in like this. See how pretty? How pretty does that look? Can you even see it? There we go. I like that. I like it a lot, guys. So keep your fingers crossed that I can do this. Kind of, I don't know. Well, it's not that I don't know. It's just, it's going to be a challenge. But anyway, all right. I've wasted enough of your time. So hopefully I'm going to twist out the rest of this into 4 and 4. I don't know if I'm going to go down to 2 and 2 before I start twisting in branches. Maybe we'll just try one. Here's 4 and 4. Because I also still want to do a few clusters as well. So what I might do is do the hanging branch here. Here's my 2 and 2. Right? I should have twisted this out longer. See what happens when this is why I screwed it up last time. I have to keep in consideration that it is a big tree. The branches need to be long. And I just am just in a hurry. I want to put some branches on it. That twist isn't coming out good because it's not separated. But anyway, so that is probably where I'm going to start. Let me separate these. All right. Now let me think. Okay. What I did was I put 4 and 4, I split them, and I attached it to the E to give it more strength. So it's not so flexible. So instead of the stretch being from here to here, it is only a shorter distance. And what I'll do here, right, is no, I want this down there. I definitely want them all up here, but this might be too big for right there. Let's see. I think we'll save the big ones for the top. How about if we just put in, let's see, a couple of beads. Okay. I want to start off small, like that. This thing is going to have a lot of colors in it, guys. Much as I can put in there, I'm going to make it pop. I was going to keep it all like neutral. No. Not today. Today, we go big and beautiful. Just trying to see where I can anchor it to. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using, so I don't have that long stretch for this to get floppy, I will be using the letters to help shorten the distance to the hoop. As long as it'll still dangle. Let's loosen it up a bit. Okay, let me twist this a little more. Hopefully that'll work. Let's lift it up and take a peek. Good enough. So now, let's see. I really don't want to mix up all my colors. They're already quite mixed. End caps, halos, it's all in there. Flower caps, end caps. Bits and pieces of wire. Okay, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to look up and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Oh, you can. That worked out pretty well. See, and now because I'm anchored onto the V, I can tighten it. I can't lift this up so you can see. See? Yeah, let's see what I can put there. I really would like to put a branch there, but everything's telling me don't put a branch there. Just make it to your hoop. Plenty of time for that, right guys? Let's not rush it. I can just reach in and find small and big. I don't have all the bicones. Actually, I don't want to put that there. I don't like it. I know what I want to put there. I'm just going to see if I can see it without going crazy. No. That's okay. Not sure where it is. It'll turn up. I've got a big mix. I don't know if you can see. I don't want all the same colors. I don't like that color. It's alright. It'll work for now. I'm not cutting lines yet because I'll show you why. That's just the way. We'll use this one. I do intend on having things outside of the hoop. Maybe not that big, that would be on the top. But something small. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Okay. But just one. And I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm gonna call it enough for now. Let's just step back and take a look. I believe we can do something with this. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like my work, my attempt. See you soon.